Hey Fluffy, sorry about the delay. Let's do your offline. Viego versus Master Yi. Let's get right into it. Fiddlesticks versus Warwick. That's an interesting matchup. Clear it down, makes sense. I mean, top is pretty volatile. I mean, you could make the argument to path top because top has Ignite versus Barrier. So anytime neither top laners have TP, usually that means they're fighting to the death early. But you could also argue that Fiddlesticks, I mean, oh, I mean, okay, in this case, Master Yi looks like he level 2 gank top. So it looks like he did blue to top lane. He might have done blue Gromp the top lane, but I doubt he would be that fast. It's important here that you press tab to see exactly how many camps. So you do blue to top lane, to do blue Gromp to top lane. Obviously, each camp is 4 CS. So if he has 4 CS for now, he did blue to top. If he has 8 CS, it means he did blue and Gromp, right? So it's important to know. Just so you have a bit better idea on how delayed he is, right? Another thing is the second you get your pot, this pot, you should instantly click it. There's no upside to holding it. Here also I would I think this ward is pointless. I think if Yon starts walking, you'll see him anyways because there's minions. So you'll see him walking this way. And if he walks this way, you'll still see him on the map because again the minions or Talia will keep vision of him. So this ward isn't really like this ward is meant for Yon, right? But again, you don't need this ward to see him because you'll always see him walking this way or this way again via the minions or via the minimap normally. I'd much rather you save this ward for this bush or over the wall red buff, preferably this bush. So then because he's obviously doing Gromp, then Wolves here, and it's important to know like when is he going to be here, you know? Because also technically he could technically in theory skip Wolves and do like blue top Gromp, skip Wolves and do Gromp to here. And it's important to know if you see him in this bush, you might smite this camp. Well, normally you don't have to smite it, or you maybe pull it out differently. Blah blah. See now you're playing. It's good that you're playing Vision of the Bush, but normally you can ward it, and then instead of having, then you don't need to get Vision of the Bush with your body because your ward will be doing the job, and you could clear it right, or you could place a ward here and then go Raptors to like Krugs, Raptors to red, and then you'd see exactly when he comes, and you'd be able to react better or differently, you know. Because here you have no idea if he's here or not. Here you end up getting it in time, but you see how like it's a bit like, oh, it's a bit nervous. You don't know how far he is, how close he is, and like you see him last second, and it's what I mean. But if you had the ward in the bush, you'd know exactly when he gets into the jungle, exactly where he is, and there would be like way less stress over it all. You know, I think in this case it worked out, but it just put it in perspective. I think this gank is bad, for a number of reasons. A, you taking his 2 bot camps means you have a big advantage on Yi. You're up 2 camps. In reality, as long as he doesn't take your camps back from you, like he doesn't take your blue or doesn't take your Gromp or your wolves, as long as he doesn't take any of your camps, it's not a 2 camp lead you possess. You actually have a 4 camp lead because it's plus 2 camps for you, minus 2 for him. So it's actually a 4 camp lead. 4 camps is already crazy. That's already a full level in XP. It's like 500 gold worth of stats. This is plenty. So you don't need to go for more. If you look mid here and Twitch is like 1 HP or Yona was like 1 HP and the gank's like super easy, guaranteed, that's one thing. But these guys are both full, right? And you have your entire bot side up. You have Wolves up, Blue up, Gromp up, right? You have double crab spawning soon. You have so many better things to do that basically, like, usually the rule of it is you only skip camps unless it's for a guaranteed play. Obviously, because of how how low they are, or I guess you could say how healthy they are, this gank is never guaranteed, right? This is where I direct your attention to this image that I've created, which you've probably seen before if you've been a part of my group sessions, which is when to skip camps to gank. This is like when are you allowed to do it, right? And the answer is you need 2 out of 4 of these to say it's acceptable to skip camps to gank. They need to be pushing. Okay, they are pushing, so we'll say that one. They need to be either, low HP. Are they low? Nope, they're both full. Does your laner have CC? Talia W is not consistent CC because it's not guaranteed you're gonna land it. Viego W is CC, but it's not like hard CC. When I think of hard CC, I think of like Viol, like click on, you can say Warwick ult or Warwick QE. Mumu has 2 different Qs and an ult, right? Sejuani, Maokai W, like very Jarvan ult, like Jarvan just ults and it's guaranteed to land. There's no skill shot necessary. Viego W isn't as guaranteed, and it's not super hard CC, right? I'll call that a half point, right? And is the target immobile? Do they have flash up? In this case, they obviously both have flash up because no one's pinged it otherwise. Actually, Twitch has no flash. But I think the more important point is that like I want you to imagine you full combo this guy. W, auto, Q, auto, full combo. You're only getting into half. You're not even killing him, you know? And Talia is way too far to follow up. So I just think that this gank is unrealistic. If it was one of those things where you had all 6 camps down, no scuttles up, nothing to do, then sure, why not? But you have 3 camps up, scuttles spawning. You have things to do where it's literally going to be impossible to go for this gank and do your 3 bot camps and do a crab and be in time for Krugs. It's not enough time to do all those things, right? And these camps are guaranteed. Well, this gank's not guaranteed. So I think this is just a big waste of time. And that's not even having to do with the fact that Yi's here. If Yi wasn't here, it'd still be bad, by the way. Yi being here just makes it worse, right? But anyways, we get these camps. Again, normally we get the crab anyways, and now here I think you should be. I guess they're fighting. Normally I'd just be basing going to your Krugs because it's kind of the same thing. This guy chose to die. Like here, if these guys both just start clicking towards tower, click towards tower, do you kill either one? No, right? Here, Alistar just decides to see, instead of walking towards tower, Alistar just walks into you guys. He wants to die. But I think normally, if these guys just keep running towards tower, they'll never die. And again, if you have no camps up, then sure, nothing better to do. But this entire time you're doing this, you have Krugs up, you have Raptors up, you have camps to do, right? What are camps? It's golden XP. If you get this kill, what do you get? You get golden XP. The only difference is that's guaranteed, while this is a risk, you know. It's also one of those things where you up 2 camps in this E, right? You took his Raptors and his red, obvious, awesome. If Yi is just, let's say, imagine Yi's basing right now to go to his respawning top camps the same way how your respawning top camps are up. If he's, imagine Yi's here right now, right? And he sees you gank bot, can't he just go and take your Raptors, take your Krugs? And now your entire camp lead is actually gone because these camps are both level 1. Well, these camps are all leveled up. What does that mean? When your camps level up, they're worth bonus XP and gold. So these camps, these two, are actually worth more than these 2 you took. It's not 2 for 2. It's actually, if we have to compare it, I'd say it's like these camps are worth 3 camps and these camps are worth 2. So unironically, if he's like here right now, which he easily could be, there's no reason why he has to still be bought. And he just runs straight to your Raptors Krugs. Even if you get this Alistar kill, you're not gonna get him if he just runs out. But even if you did kill him, by the way, this kill is worth less gold and less XP than these camps. So it's actually net negative. So that's why it's like, A, this guy doesn't have to die. He literally chose to die. Like he's running in instead of running to tower. And B, even if he, and like you get the point. You know, it's not be late. It's not saying be bored and just always full clear in a fight. Like there's plenty of times where fighting's good, or playing aggressive plays is good. Like for example, I think your the decision to invade his Master Yi's Raptors in red is an aggressive play. Invading by default is aggressive, and I think it was very correct. So I'm not saying never invade, never fight, never gank, only AFK farm, because you went for an aggressive play this game, the first invade, which I think was very correct and very proper. And I'm glad you did it, but you know, again, even though this play worked, it's not good to be results based. Okay, it worked, therefore it's good. If you skip all your top camp right now, skip all this camp, skip this camp, skip this camp, and run straight top and gank top and it works, does that mean it's good? No, because if Fiddlesticks just had a ward here and sees the gank and it doesn't work, then it would be bad. Just because something worked, thankfully this one makes actually is more appropriate. You have top camps up, no bot camps up. If you base right now, if you instead of running here, ran straight to his Raptors and got his Raptors, would this be like worth? No, it's better to just cycle your camps because again, the more you kill your camps, the faster they'll respawn. So just because something that works doesn't mean it's good, and in that case, the bot gank work doesn't mean it's good. You want to build habits to play your game so you're consistently getting gold, consistently getting XP, consistently not losing your lead. You know, this is really good. I have no problem with this. But going for that bot gank, you had an advantage on the C, the 4 camp advantage. Going for that gank poses a risk of you losing your advantage. If the gank doesn't work, he takes your top side. Boom. That's how you lose your advantages. You know. In League, a lot of time, it sounds very vegan, but it's more important to make sure you don't lose your advantage than it is to push it further. As boring as that is, you'd want a game. You think game balance. You want to be constantly pushing your lead, constantly pushing your lead, constantly pushing your lead. A lot of times in League, it's better to um, just be like chilling, and sustaining, and not to and letting the enemies just mess up. Because if you just do nothing all game and full clear farm, you'll win. You'll find yourself winning games just from the enemies messing up. Here, I think it's not worth it. Use your pot with doing dragon. You should save this pot for fights. This pot gives you so much AD. It gives you so much fight power. You kind of want to extensively save it for like 1v1s, 2v2s, like very important skirmishes or fights. You never ever do it on camps. Yes, technically you kill the dragon faster by doing that, but it's just not. What sounds better? Winning a fight just because you have the extra AD, or killing a dragon 5 seconds faster with extra AD. You know. I just think you're way too kill hungry. Like here, you check your money. Your 300 gold from Yuntal. You check here, it's 1450. You have 1.1, so you need exactly 300 gold, or exactly would be 296 gold, right? 3 camps is 300 gold. Each camp's around 100 gold on average, usually, right? Ish. Right now, go red. By the time you kill red, you can even walk through this way. By the time you kill red, Krugs respawn. After you kill red, then you do Krugs. By the time you kill Krugs, Raptors respawn. So literally here, you could just do red, Krugs, Raptors, base. You have your item. And boom. Like Raptors spawn in 43 seconds. You're gonna pull Raptors on spawn. Grubs spawn in 51 seconds. So you're literally gonna pull Raptors on spawn, instantly kill them. Base, buy your item. You'll be level 7, plus you'll have full Yuntal, plus you have ult up, plus you have your flash up. This is also aka perfect conditions. Ult up, flash up, full HP, item, and then you're gonna recall and you're gonna run straight to this grub. And that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying go and full clear again. I'm gonna say you're gonna do these camps, base for a huge item, and then I'm gonna use your strength to force an objective, force a fight. If they don't come, then you get free objectives. If they do come, then you're gonna murder them because you're so much stronger. How do we know so you're so much stronger? Well, you're 2 kills, 1 assist, and you've taken enemy camps. Has he taken any of your camps? No. Does he have 2 kills? No. So like mathematically, you have to be up golden XP, and that means if you're also just barely finishing your item from those 3 top camps, there's no way he has his item. Like it just the mathematically doesn't make sense. If you barely got yours, how does he have his, right? So I think this is wrong. You're wasting so much time looking for a useless gank. You could be hitting red right now. Boom, you just slain Buff. Boom, now you're hitting your Krugs. Boom, you just killed Krugs, and guess what? Now you're on your Raptors. You know? And boom, you just killed Raptors, and now you are basing for item. You know? But in this case, you just bought the same components that you could have bought here. You literally just, everything you bought, you could have bought it here, and you just ran across the entire map to kill a guy that's full HP. And I mean, it's just hard to kill this guy. So I don't know. I think you're wasting too much time. Too kill hungry. Uh, like even now, again, I mean, you could flash ult and get double. I mean, you could flash ult here, but this play already looks over. This play working relies on the enemy messing up, like Fiddlesticks low reaction speed. I mean, I think you're also hitting the wrong guy here. Like, why would I ever go for Yi over Fiddlesticks? Like, Fiddlesticks literally dies to a breath of fresh air. I would literally just like flash ult on this Fiddle. Even if he flashes your ult, he's so low where he dies to your Q afterwards. Like, let's say you flash ult here, he flashes out here, and at that point you just Q. This Q kills him. If you see his HP, he literally dies to your Q damage, right? The Q smite. Look at his HP, right? This is literally Q smite. So I would just flash ult this Fiddlesticks here. Get the Fiddle reset. Then with Fiddle reset, you can play to kill E. If E runs away, no problem. Smite. Yeah, I mean you can kill this guy. Don't forget, Smite literally would have killed him. Not only would he get slowed, so you get an extra auto. Yeah, I mean you just Smite does like almost kills him, and then you'd slow him where you'd be in range to get an extra auto attack or an extra Q off. So that guy Fiddlesticks should still die there, and then you should still get the grubs. It looks like you still get grubs, but you should definitely get a kill there for sure. You don't even have to flash. You could just kill him normally. Okay, full clear down. Watch this. You're doing your gromp. He invades you. You start running away. No complaints. I think just leave though. You keep sticking around, being a bit greedy. Yeah. I mean, you shouldn't get your flash burnt, and you almost died. I think it's fine. You didn't die, so it doesn't matter. But I think once you're this low, just leave, bro. It's fine. You don't need the kill. You should be happy that you're just surviving. Okay. Get item. Play for dragon. Pull it out. Beautiful. Good job. Nice W. Get a free kill. Take his raptors. Beautiful. Cross map. I mean, it's the same thing, bro. It's literally the exact same thing. Look at all your camps up. You got Gromp up, Wolves up, Raptors up, Krugs up, and you're running through the entire map to go get a kill. You know? I'm not gonna repeat this. I don't want to repeat the same thing over and over again, but it's the same. It is the same problem over and over again. You know? Sorry. Let me mute my Discord. But yeah, I think it's just the same problem. 2 kill hungry. Number one, I don't know how I know you're in a league. Number one rule of league, like jungle, people literally said this shit in season 3, and 13 years later, it still applies. And they figured this out over a decade ago. And the rule for jungle is a very simple rule. It's play for winning lanes, ignore losing ones. That's like always been a rule for years, and it's never changed. In this case, you have to press tab more because if you can only know what lanes are winning, what lanes are losing, by looking at tab and seeing the XP difference, the CS difference, the KDA difference, right? But I don't see it. You're not pressing. I'm playing normal speed, so I can see if you press tab. Uh, I haven't seen you press it in a while, which is already something I'll give you as homework. You need to press tab way more. Just gather information. Because as junglers, you want to force plays with your strong members, people who are strong and independent. They could force plays on themselves, and they have the strength to support you in fights. And you want to avoid fighting with people that are weak because they're just liabilities, you know. I've been playing this already for a minute straight with no skipping forward, no skimming, and you just have not pressed tab at all in any case. I'll place it when you leave out of base. Most people do it here. Okay, perfect. Perfect example. Perfect. Your top is 0 and 5, not 0 3, not 0 2, 0 5. Mid is 3 1, sick. Bot lane is actually strong too. I know your AD looks like he's 1 and 2, but he's just gotten all the assists while Morgana's gotten all the kills. If you were to replace Morgana and Jin's KD, like Jin's 4 1 and Morgana's 1 2, you'd think bot lane's winning. And they are. It just the KDAs are deceptive, you know. And more importantly, your AD is up over 20 CS. That's a better way to view it, right? But obviously, in this case, your bot's winning, your mid's winning, and your top's 0-5. What does this mean? This is now no man's land. You never go here ever. This is a big X. And this is all good land. You do anything you want here. You want to play for Dragon, you want to play for bot gank, mid gank, bot invade, whatever you want to do bot, it's going to work out. Because if you fight 2v2 mid, it's going to work because you're stronger than jungle and mid stronger than mid. If you do 3v3 bot, it's going to work because support stronger than this support, AD carry stronger than this support, AD carry, your jungle stronger than you. Go for top 2v2s, it's going to go badly. This guy is too stronger than this guy, you know? You go for Gromp invade, Fiddlesticks will always be first, right? So it's really important to press tab and identify who's strong, who's weak. In this case, I realized my top laner is 0-5. He just died here, so now he's 0-6. I am never going top ever. You could maybe go for Scuttle really fast and then go back to your camps. And then you'll clear it down. You could do Scuttle here, then do Raptors to Wolves to Gromp. After Gromp, boom, mid gank, bot invade, whatever the fuck you want to do. We cannot go top laner in any situation. So yeah, it's you have to respect the rule. Play for winning lanes, ignore losing ones. In this case, you're just ignoring the rule, you know. So really bad death. And here you see how you keep clearing up. You want to clear towards lanes you're proud of, right? Or you want to fight with. So in this case, you don't go when you do Gromp Wolves. This is an upwards clear, right? So I would want to go Raptors to Wolves Gromp because you want to end your clear on the lane you want to play for. If I have my clear Gromp, so I full clear down, I have all my 6 camps down. Now I have free time. Now I want to play for a gank or a fight, which are good here. If you clear up and do, let's say Gromp, Wolves, Raptors, Red, Krugs, you finish your clear here. Well, now you want to gank or fight because you have no camps up, but your only options to fight are top side. So you always want to do your clear towards where you want to fight towards. In this case, I'd open to Raptors and do Raptors, Wolves, Gromp. After Gromp, you could do it anything you want. Gromp into Raptor invade, Gromp into mid, Gromp into bot. Literally, any of these options are good, you know? You say you're clearing up, and now see how you finish your clear on the top side. This will go well because it's 3v1 until you're showing up, but it just the core like habit is bad, you know, of the direction you want to clear towards. Because normally I want to fight with my Jhin. My Jhin's strong. I want to fight with my Jhin. In this case, you're ganking top, and look, Jin's getting ganked bot lane, right? By Master Yi. I want you to imagine your bot lane right now. You'd win the 3v3, would you not? You're stronger than Yi, or you're same level. Jin's stronger than Twitch. If you're bot lane right now instead of top lane, you'd save Jin's life probably. You'd probably kill Twitch or kill Yi. You'd probably win the fight, you know? And then you'd probably get bot afterwards, and then you get his Raptors afterwards. So you see how like even though this actually still went well, there's so much more to gain playing for your winning lanes. Okay. In this case, we force to play with our bot side. We are kind of late. By the time we show up, our Jin's finally dead. But this is like correct concept, you know. If we're here slightly earlier, I would like to imagine this would go way better. Don't forget to use your W while traveling. Here you only use your E. You should be using your W while walking as well for the small dash. Okay, you just walked the wrong way here. You just have to play with your Talia. You walked up when you should be walking. You just walked here when you should be walking this way. But it's fine. Once Jhin lives, you have to go though, because now it's 4v3. There's 4 of them alive. They're jungle, mid, AD, support. There's only 3 of you. Just you, mid, and support. So this gives just a number advantage thing. Jhin dies, unfortunate. It's time to just leave. Go to our camps. Wait for Jhin to respawn, and then fight Dragon. But now we can't even fight Dragon because even when Jhin respawns, now you're half HP, no flash. But if you just kept your conditions, let's say you just run away here, like, okay, nice, Jhin died, whatever, you danger ping here, caution ping, you just go the safe way, you just walk like this, then you can still 44 the Dragon. Jhin's up in 18 seconds, Dragon's up in 18. So like you still had all the opportunity to 44 Dragon, which again I think would be a winning 44 since your AD carry stronger than their AD carry, you're stronger than their mid, but now you lost that opportunity, and now you lose Dragon, which sucks because you had 2 Dragons and Dragon was your win con, so it was the easiest way to win this game, and now this game is going to devolve into chaos, and once again you're forcing a fight with your Warwick, who is literally like 0-6 or 0-7, so I don't have to explain to this why this is bad again. It's just always going to go badly, and then you die. And I think it's not over per se, but the game is just, you lost your Dragon win con. Your AD carry and mid that were winning are now, I felt, kind of lost their lead because they weren't able to force it because we weren't playing on their side of the map, right? Jhin died while you're ganking top lane, then Jhin died again while you're late to bot again. So I actually think this Baron is a creative idea. The only problem is you need someone to tank it. So either you need a ping or type for your Morgana to walk up and she should take it, because she's not. It's not like Morgana support's doing any damage to it, right? So she needs to tank it while you and Jhin do most of the damage. Or you need is Warwick or Taliyah to be alive. I think the idea is creative, but you just need Morgana to tank it. You cannot be the one to tank it. You have to somehow communicate that. But then you die. Your Balian dies. The game is just so chaotic. Let's watch this dragon. Jhin dies. I think at this point I would just finish it. It's already 4K. Just fucking kill it. Like I just need this. I need third dragon. I need soul. I need some sort of way to win. You know. Nice flash W. Well played. Nice. That guy dies. Well played. Let's play this fight. Yeah, and you release it for the dragon. As you're killing Twitch, you just finish the dragon. Either A, just finish, like just keep hitting it and just try to finish it off, or B, get off it way earlier and try to kill Twitch earlier. So after you kill Twitch, then you could convince the dragon. You know. But yeah, I think this game is just so fucked up now. This fight actually doesn't go that bad, but you lose the dragon, so it doesn't even matter. I assume you either win or lose the next team fight. That decides the game. Okay, let's watch this. 5v5. The Fiddlesticks gets a huge ult. Tap W. You died ult. Your team gets wiped. The game's over. Yeah, no. I think obviously you lose Baron, get ace. I think the game is just definitely over now. I think again mainly it's the early game. I think you're too kill hungry. You're skipping camps too much. You have to realize once you have an advantage, you could just hold that advantage. You don't need to keep pushing aggressively, right? And then I think the biggest thing is the information and identifying lanes. You had to play for your mid and bot this game. Keep ganking mid, keep ganking bot, play for Dragon's perma, play for his Raptor's perma, and you just kept going top and forcing bad plays. And I think if you just never went, I think you genuinely think if you never went top lane this entire game, you'd win this game. You'd have like super fed AD carry or super fed mid lane, and you'd snowball through mid and bot, and you'd get that third dragon, and you'd play for soul, and then the game would be way more open ended. But yeah, that's all I have for you. If you have any questions, you could always message me on Discord, but hopefully that was helpful. Thank you.